Today we will start with a new lesson, that is real numbers. Okay. Second lesson of Maths 1. Okay, before starting with the exercise, see, pay attention. First we need to learn what is terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal. Okay. Suppose I have written that 2.8. Okay. So we have an ending 2.8. It is getting end, so we can say it is terminating. Okay. If I am writing 2.5, again it is terminating. If I am writing 2.66666, it is not ending. Number which is not ending, it is called as non-terminating. Okay. If it is 3.1478983195573. Okay, this is my mobile number, by the way. So it was a joke. So see, 3.1478983195573. So this number is also not ending. So again I can say that it is non-terminating decimal. Okay. See. So now I have written in a decimal form, so it is very easy to understand it is terminating or not terminating. But if I ask you that 13 upon 5 is terminating or not, 29 upon 16 is terminating or not, 17 upon 25 is terminating, 125 is terminating or not. See, for each and every time it is not possible for you to divide it. Okay. We have 2.6. It is terminating only. Okay. But for each and every bigger number, it would be very difficult for you to identify whether it is terminating or not. So I will tell you one thing. See the denominator. Okay. See the denominator. Okay. And find the factors of the denominator. So we have 5. So it is 5 ones are. So we have only one factor, 5. 1 we will not consider it. Okay. 16. 2 8s are 2, 4s are 2, 2s are 2, 1s are. We have 4 times 2. 4 times 2 means I can say that it is 2 raised to 4. Okay. 125. 125 is 5 2s are 5 5s are 5 5s are 5 1s are 5 raised to 3. So it is 5 raised to 3. Okay. See, if in the denominator we have the factors of 5 or 2 or both. Both means what? 5 and 2. Okay. If we have the factor or where the base is 5, 2 or both. Both means what? Suppose it is 11 upon 10. So what are the factors of 10? So we have factors at 2 into 5. Okay. Or again suppose we have 5 into 5 into 5. So we can say 2 into 5 raised to 2. So we have only 5 or only 2 or we have both. Then we can say that the numbers which have the denominator as factors of 2, 5 or both, then it is a terminating decimal. Okay. We just need to see the denominator, and with the help of the denominator we can say whether it is terminating or whether it is non-terminating. Okay. So the very first question of practice set 2.1 of the real number is classify as terminating and non-terminating. Okay. So first of all, I'll draw a table of terminating over here. And over here non-terminating. Okay. So terminating and non-terminating. The first question is 13 upon 5. Okay. 13 upon 5 we have the denominator 5. So it is terminating. Okay. Then we have 2 upon 11. Now factors of 11. Is 11 ones are, we don't have 2 or 5. Okay, so it is non-terminating. Means when we will divide it, we will not get a perfect answer. Okay, then we have 29 upon 16. Okay, 29 upon 16. What are the factors of 16? 2 8s are 2, 4s are 2, 2s are 2, 1s are. It is 2 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4 means it is in the form of the 2. Okay, so 29 upon 16 will be terminating. Okay, then we have 17 upon 125. So what are the factors of 125? 5 25s are 5, 5s are 5, 1s are. So it is 5 raised to, okay, it is 5 raised to 3. So I write it 17 upon 125. Okay, then we have 11 upon 6. 11 upon 6. 6 is written as 2 3s are. We have 2, but we have extra 3. This will not do. Okay, 3 will, if there is extra 3, it cannot be terminating. We should have 2, we should have 5, or we should have 2 and 5 both. But this other number will not be helpful. So 11 upon 6 is not terminating. And whatever the bigger number it is. Okay, I will take one more example for you all. Suppose I have 17 upon 625. After dividing it, will you get terminating or non-terminating? Let's see. So 625, 5 1s are, 5 2s are, 5 5s are, 5 2s are, 5 5s are, 5 5s are, 5 1s are. It is 5 raised to 4. Therefore, it would be terminating. Okay, I hope you understood what is terminating and what is non-terminating. Okay, now we write the numbers in the decimal form. The very first among it is 127 upon 200. Okay, we want to answer in decimal form, whichever method you use it. See, when I see 100, 200 means 2 into 100. So 127, I will write it as 2 into 100. Okay, see, whenever there is 100 in the denominator, can I shift the points? So it is 1, I will shift 2 zeros, so 1, 2, so 1.27 upon 2. Okay, 100 is converted into decimal and we have 2 in the denominator. Now I will divide it, that is 1.27 divided by 2. Okay, this is not possible to do it, so 0 as it is, checking point 1, 2 6 are 12, we have 7. 2 3s are 6, we have 1, and 2 5s are 10. So what is the decimal form of this? Is 0.635. So its answer in the decimal form will be 0.635. Okay, so it is very easy question, just you need to divide it. Okay, now the second question is 25 upon 99. So I wrote the multiples of 99 or a table of 99, you can say till 6. Okay, if it is required I will extend it. So for dividing 25 by 99, you know that this number is bigger, so it is not possible, so I will add 0 to it. Okay, so 99, see, 3s are 297, so I will take 2s are 198, 2s are 198. So I am having 10 to 4. So 24 minus 24 minus 19 is 5. 24 minus 19 will be 5. So 250. Yes, 250 minus 200 is 50, and we have minus 2, so it is 52. Okay. So I will add 0 to it and see that 99 6s are 594. You will take 99 5s are 495. Okay, whichever is smaller. 99 5s are 495. Okay, when I will subtract it, I will 10 minus 5 5, 11. This will be 11. 11 minus 9, so 11 minus 25. Okay, so again I will add 0. Again 250, so 99 2s are 198 I will have 52, again 0, and 99 5s are 495. So this cycle will go on repeating. Whenever the numbers are repeated, it is called a recurring number. It is called as recurring number. So what is the decimal form for this? 0.2525 is going to be repeated. So I write 29.25 bar on 2 and 5, because 2 and 5 are getting repeated. Okay, very clear? Okay, now we have 23 upon 7. So 23 divided by 7. So 7 3s is 21. We have to taking 0 as common. 7 for the 27 3s are 21 is not possible. 7 to the 14. So we have 6. So 7 8s are 56. Okay. Taking 4. So 7 5 is 35 now. We have 5. 57 7s are 49. One numbers are not getting repeated yet. So 0. 7 1s are 7. 3. Again 0. So 7 4s are 28. We have 2 0. Okay. Now we got 20, and here also we had 20. Okay, whenever I am getting the same number again, means this number will be repeated from 7 to the 14, means from over here. So I can say that it is recurring from here. Okay, you can try it if you want. 7 to the 14 again. We will have 6. Okay, and again 6. So then 60. I'll do it over here. We have 60. So 7 8 is 56. We have 4. 47 5 is 35. You can see 285 is getting repeated. So the answer for this will be 3.285714. Okay. So this was the decimal form for the third one. Okay, the next question is 4 upon 5. So this is a bit easier. Okay, 4 5 is 40. So its solution is 0.8 in the decimal form. Then the next is 17.8. I'll do it here only. 17 upon 8. So 17 divided by 8 to the 16. 1 0. 8 1s are 8. 2. 8 2s are 16. 8 5s are 40. Okay, so we have 2.125. Okay, the solution for the second part, fifth one. Okay, see now the next question is a very important and the difficult one. Okay, if you pay attention properly, then only you will understand. If 20 of them are watching the video, I think that only one of them will understand out of it. Okay, so it is that difficult. Just pay attention properly. Be the one of the 20th. Okay, see, if we need to write this 0.66 in P upon Q form. Now, what do you mean by 0.6 recurring? That is 0.6666666. Okay, it is not going to end it. But if I multiply this by 10, what will happen? You know now, see, if we have 5.728, okay, if I multiply this by 10, so this points get shifted and we have 57.28. Again, if I multiply this by 10, point will get shifted, we have 572.8. Again, if I multiply by 10, again the point will be shifted, 5728. Okay, got it? Suppose I have a number 8279834. If I multiply by 10, point will be shifted. I have 82.79834. Again, if I multiply it by 10, again the point will be shifted 8 to 7.9834 and so on. I hope you understood it, how I can multiply it and let the point get shifted. Okay. So now we need to understand it. I told you that it is not very easy. So we will take this as x. Let x is equal to 0.6 recurring. Dot means recurring. So how many number after the decimal point are getting repeated? How many numbers are getting repeated? It is 1. Only digit 6 is getting repeated. If, take this question number 1. Okay. If only one digit is repeated, multiply by 10. If 2 digits are repeated, multiply by 100. If 3 digits are repeated, multiply by 1000. As only one digit is repeated, multiplying equation 1 by 10. And you need to also take care that number exactly after the decimal is getting repeated. It should not be like this 0.7 and only 6 is recurring. So a number after decimal point, okay, डेसिमल पॉइंट के तुरंत बाद जो नंबर है वो रिपीट होना चाहिए, तो हम लोग ऐसे कर सकते हैं सॉल्व, जैसे मैं अभी बता रहा हूं. ठीक है, यू कैन सी दैट द नंबर आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉइंट दैट इज 6 इज गेटिंग रिपीटेड. Over here, number after decimal point is 7 is not getting repeated. So this sum we will not be able to do directly like this. Okay. So it is point after it is getting repeated. So we will multiply by 10. Why I am multiplying by 10? Because only one digit is getting repeated. If it was like this 0.25 recurring, so I would have multiplied by 100. Okay. You need to understand it. So multiplying equation 1 by 10. So when I will multiply equation 1 by 10, I will multiply 10 into x. And 10 into 0.6 recurring, okay, which is 10 into x and 10 into 0.6 recurring is what? 0.66666. Okay, so 10, when I will multiply, this will get shifted. So 10x is equal to 0.1 point will get shifted. So 6.6666 means 6.6 recurring. Am I right? I will take this equation 2. Okay, now when you observe the first and the second one, in both the parts we have 0.6 recurring, 0.6 recurring. Therefore, subtracting equation 1 from 2. Okay, so we have 10x minus 2, 1 from 2. 10x minus x, बड़ा वाला बाद में छोटा वाला. Again 6.6 recurring minus 0.6 recurring. See, 10x minus x is 9x and 6.6 recurring minus 0.6 recurring. Recurring get cancelled. We have 6. So what is the value of x? 6 upon 9, which can be reduced. 3 2s are 3 3s are. So the value of x is 2 upon 3. Therefore P upon Q is 2 upon 3. Understood? First sum, if you pay attention properly, you will understand rest all the questions. Okay, very clear. I'll start with the second one. I'll erase this part. Now the next question is 0.37. Now we have two decimal repetition. Okay, so let x is equal to 0.37 recurring. Take equation number 1. Now you can see that after decimal point, 2 digits are getting repeated. How many digits are getting repeated? 2. So multiplying by 100. Multiplying by 100. So it is 100 into x. And when I will multiply this by 100, it is 100 into 0.37373737 and so on. 100x as it is, but when I will multiply the 100, point will get shifted. Ek be, that is 37.37 recurring. This is equation number 2. Okay, if you observe 1 and 2, we have 37 repeating after the decimal point. So subtracting 1 from 2. We have 100x minus x, and see, left hand side minus left hand side, right hand side minus right hand side. 37.37 recurring minus 0.37 recurring. 100 minus 1x is 99x, and 37.37 recurring minus 0.37 recurring. This gets cancelled. We have 37. So we have 37 over here. Okay. So value of x is 37 upon 99. Okay. So P upon Q form is 37 upon 99. Okay. Let's check the answers. Yes, it is correct. Okay. So I hope you understood it. Should I do the next one? I'll erase this part. Third question is 3.17. Okay, we have 3.17 recurring. I'll take x is equal to 3.17 recurring. Okay, taking this as equation number 1. Now, how many digits are repeated? Can I say 2 digits are repeated? So I will multiply this equation, multiplying equation 1 by equation 1 by 100. Okay, why I am multiplying by 100? Because 2 decimals are getting repeated. So when I multiply by 100, I have 100 into x, and over here 3.17 100 into 3.17 it's getting repeated. So when I will multiply by 100, I will have 317 2 points getting repeated, 0.17 recurring. Equation number 2. Now I will subtract 1 from 2. Subtracting 1 from 2. So it is 100x minus x. 3.1, sorry, bigger number is this, 317.17 recurring minus 1, 3.17 recurring. So 100 minus x is 99x, and 317.17 recurring minus 3.17 recurring. So this gets cancelled. We have 314. So value of x is 314 upon 99. Okay, 4 plus 1, 5, 6, 7. So this is the value of P upon Q. Okay, that's correct. Now we will move to the next one, that is fourth one. Okay, what is the fourth one? $15.89 recurring. Okay, it is 15.89. So we'll take x is equal to 15.89. Okay, recurring. How many digits after a decimal are getting repeated? 2. 2 means multiply by 100. So multiplying equation 1 by 100. Okay, so 100 into x is equal to 100 into 15.89 recurring. So 100 into x is 100x. When I will multiply this, see, it is nothing but 0.898989 and so on. So it is 1589.89 recurring. This is equation number 2. Okay, so subtracting 1 from 2, because we have 0.89 repeating, 0.89 recurring. So subtracting 1 from 2. So it is 100x minus x, 15.89.89 recurring minus 15.89 recurring. So we have 99x is equal to, see, 15,1589.89 recurring minus 15.89 recurring, the same number gets cancelled. We have 9 minus 5, 4, 8 minus 1, 7, 5, 1. So we have 1574. Value of x is 1574 upon 99. Okay, 1574 upon 99. Let me check the answer. We'll continue then. Okay. And the last question for today as well as this for exercise is 2.514 recurring. Okay. .514 repeating. Okay, so I took x is equal to 2.514, the fifth question. Now as there are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 numbers are getting repeated. So multiplying by 100, 3000, sorry. Equation 1 by 1, 2, 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3 into x, 1, 2, 3 into 2.514, 514, 514. Okay, repeating means 514, 514. When I will multiply this by 1000, point will come over here, 2514.514 recurring means these are numbers are getting repeated, so I put a sign of recurring over here. Okay, 514 repeating in the second equation and 514 repeating in the first equation. So subtracting 1 from 2, so it is 1000x minus x and 2514.514 repeating minus 2.514. Okay, so this is 1000 minus 1 is 999x and 2514.514, 2.514 gets cancelled, 2152, 2512. So value of x is 2512 upon. Okay, so this is the solution for the fifth question of exercise 2.1. Okay, so please subscribe our channel, share the video to your friends if you want to. Okay, and first of all, you solve it properly. If you don't understand it, see the video twice, thrice, you will surely understand it. Okay, I hope you are the one among 20 students. Okay, I hope you are the one among the 20 students who have understood the P upon Q form of this question. Okay, thank you.